Welcome back, traders. This is going to be my market preview for the week of June 30th. And this week is going to be pretty weird. So I got the economic calendar pulled up here and I want to just make sure I go through it with you guys. So on Monday, you can see we do have some high impact news. We have PMI early in the morning at 10 o'clock. Then Tuesday, we had the Fed Chair Powell. He's going to be speaking at market open. But Wednesday is going to be an early close due to the next day holiday. And as you can see, we do have some high impact news as well. Then Thursday is going to be Independence Day for the United States, so it will be a market holiday. And then Friday, we have non-farm payroll, but it also will be the day after a holiday. So as you can see, pretty weird stuff. It's not going to be your typical week, so be careful with your normal trading procedures. Now jumping into the charts, we have the dollar index on the daily here, and I'm still got my eye on the weekly drawn liquidity above these relative highs up here. Well, let's go ahead and zoom in, and I'm looking for these relative highs up here as well. We can see last week market dropped into this daily fair value gap and then quickly rallied away from it, and it started closing up here above the mean threshold of this order block, and then we went back down into the range. We've seen a lot of bullish signs in the month of June. As you can see, we've rebalanced this fair value gap and then we rallied up. This we see another support and rallying up. We see a closure above the mean threshold on this order block. So a lot of bullish sign. We could come back down to revisit this volume balance that the market left this week or last week. And I want to see it used as support. I don't really want to see the market come down to take out these lows just yet. I want to see support at this volume balance, take out the relative highs here, and then go for our relative highs on the daily. Here we have S&P on the daily chart, and you can see it's pretty smooth with relative highs on the top, and we also have relative lows down here. You can see that these two areas are relatively the same. So pretty smooth on top and pretty smooth on bottom. So this week it's going to be a matter of which one of these gets swept first. Are we going to sweep the lows and then go for the highs, or are we going to go for the highs first and then come back down and sweep for the lows? Now, if the market is going to continue being bullish, the ideal scenario is if we go ahead and we sweep the lows first and then we start heading higher to take out the relative highs. With this kind of market structure, I can see the market continuing to go even higher. However, if we're thinking the market is topping out and we could have a potential reversal here, then the ideal scenario is if we go ahead and we sweep the highs first and then we come back down to take out the lows. And if this fair value gap here on the daily holds as an inversion fair value gap, this could show a signal of a potential reversal here. So with this week being pretty crazy, I want to have a neutral bias, thinking that we're going to sweep the highs and the lows, but it's just a matter of seeing which one gets taken first, and then we can look to aim for the other side. But in general, just be careful and not try to go in too hard one side or the other this week. Nasdaq on the daily, and you can see it's not as smooth as S&P. We do have relative highs up here, but they are apart by 100 points, so not as relative highs as S&P as we just saw, and we only have one swing low here. We don't have relative lows either. But this daily fair value gap here is holding price nicely. We did pop up and now we are back in the middle of the range. We're actually close to the bottom of this daily fair value gap. Now there is a potential for Nasdaq to sweep the highs as well, same as S&P, but in the case that we don't get that, we have a higher high and then a lower high. So if Nasdaq keeps this lower high but S&P sweeps its high, making a higher high, we will have SMT divergence. And with the SMT divergence, if we do get it on the highs here, then this could be a potential signal for a reversal, and we could expect price to come down back into this inefficiency or even take out this swing low down here. Now the bullish trend can continue. We could come down, for example, sweep the lows and then start making our way back higher to take out the highs again. I think the key this week is to really pay attention on S&P and how S&P is performing, because S&P does have the better market structure in my opinion. But like I said before, it's going to be a pretty crazy week with high impact news early on, and then we have the holiday and then non-farm payroll towards the end of the week. So make sure you take care, be careful with your normal trading procedures because this is not going to be a normal week. I hope you got something out of this week's preview. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. And until next time, safe trading.